So my uncle just texted me, I think it was last night, and he was like, oh my God, the coronavirus cases in Texas are surging. And I was like, he was like, please be careful. I only have one niece and I love you. And I know he's being really sincere, and I'm not making fun of him, but at the same time, I'm just like, well, I'm just annoyed because I'm just like I keep telling you, I actually worked in the hospitals. It was empty all this time. There's nobody dying in the streets here in Texas of coronavirus. I would know because you're in New York and I'm in Texas. So I'm just like, it's like when you're just tired of repeating yourself, like I'm okay. I was just like I've been telling you a million times, the media is lying. Like they're just people that don't have a concept that the media just goes on and lie, and they lie and lie and lie and lie all day. I've been watching it happen for years, and the most extensive, lying I've seen is these past 4 years with the election, with the rhetoric with us going on. It's just, and with the coronavirus, they're just lying. Like, I guess they're just, like, people don't have any, like the media just, lie, not like, oh, they made a mistake, or, oh, they exaggerated, or they got something wrong. No, they just straight up lie. Like, they're like, oh, they're coronavirus kids. Like, even during the coronavirus outbreak, they used that New York footage, and they tried to put it for Italy. Or no, it was Italy footage that they tried to use for New York. One of the two. They switched them out. And then they got caught. And then they were like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. They came out, made an apology. And 2 days later, they used the same fucking footage. Like, they just lie and make shit up. Like, every day, all day, every day. Okay? So now this Ticketmaster shit, like, I heard about this, and last time I checked, my ear's itching. But I'm telling the truth. Isn't like the stereotype or the thing that says, oh, when your ears itch or something when you're lying? But I swear my ears really itching. Anyway, so that it looks like Ticketmaster walked back and said no. I think enough people were like, hell no. And I saw that. Basically, I went on another tangent. Okay, so if you haven't heard, Ticketmaster was trying to say or said that if in order to purchase tickets, you're going to have a coronavirus vaccine certificate or a test. So now I think they've walked that back. I don't know. I have to go and look for it again, but I don't know if it's just like now it's a test instead of a vaccine, but they're literally like straight up trying to be like, you can't buy tickets to concerts unless you get vaccinated. I was like, y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know. So I'm like, well, I guess I won't be ever going to a concert, like ever, never fucking again, because it's not worth my health and my livelihood and my, my body. It's not, to get like, stick raped, to go to a concert. But I was just like, the people that will fall for that are the people that like listen to Cardi B and they don't have a soul anyway. So, I mean, if you're going to be listening to music that's, I'm like, are you okay? Do you have like, epilepsy? Like what are you saying? Speak English, Cardi B. This is America. All right. There's some holes in this house. If you think that's music and you're going to like get vaccinated to go see that, then maybe you need to take the vaccine. Okay. That's what I'm saying. All right. So yeah, I mean, I just don't think that, but it looks like enough people raised hell already that they like walked it back, which is good. But the nerve of them. But, other places are going to try it. And this is the thing you have to realize. When Trump wins, they're still going to be trying to push their agenda. They're not going to be like, oh, well, I guess you beat us. Darn it. I guess we're going to crawl back in our hole from hell that we came from and just, I don't know, try and get in another like 1,000 years or, however long they get to come back, whatever. I don't know. So they're still going to be trying to push their shit. Okay. So, it's good to see people stand up and raise hell because that's what it's going to take. I wish more people would do that with the mask thing, instead of this shit. I really like to see that happen on a bigger scale. I still see people wearing masks and it's like, these asshole demons have tricked people into thinking that wearing a mask is saving a life, right? They wash their hands 100 times a day and they think they're saving people. Like they're so retarded. Where are all the what do you call them, the environmentalists at, with all the pollution that these masks are causing, right? And in the next few years, they're gonna be like, oh my God, the earth is like global warming because all of the masks have been left everywhere and it's choking, the whales and the dolphins are choking on the mask. Well, you're the ones that fell for that shit. So don't fucking come at us, you know, trying to make us wear masks. This is just so ridiculous. I'm like, it's today my own birthday too, because I'm like, did you guys wake up in the morning and you're like, come on, man, is this a lucid dream? Are we like, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. That's how I feel like. That's what I feel like, okay? So Ticketmaster can suck it. And it's not like now, I mean, I don't really know a lot of artists that I want to see anyway, because all of them are pussies and they, you know, they seem like they're controlled by the Satanists, or they are the Satanists. So I'm not really, there are very few people. I mean, okay, I'll listen to them. I still like music. I'm still addicted to music, but I don't know how many people that I'm still gonna be eager about going to see, you know. But they're gonna try this with the airlines. They're gonna try this, you know, they're like, oh, you can't get that $100,000 a year tech job unless you get a vaccine, you know. Like, for a fake ass virus with a 99% survival rate, like, people are still falling for this shit. Like, seriously, I can't, like, where's the common sense, right? And I have some members of my family like, oh my God, you have asthma, you're at high risk. I'm like, well, I'm still alive, aren't I? I've been not wearing a mask mostly this whole time. Got fired because I wouldn't wear a mask. Haven't been sick in like years because, I don't know, I drink a shit ton of water and don't drink soda. And, you know, take vitamin C, exercise, you know, just, you know, keeping your immune system up. And, you know, I have all these people that won't take a stand for their health, like telling me, like, about health. And it's so annoying. And it's just like, I think the whole thing, the situation with my uncle is annoying because I've been telling them this. I've told my brother, like, well, I haven't really talked to my brother, but I've been telling him this. And it's like, and I told my cousin this the other day, but I think they think because I'm a Trump supporter, like I'm crazy and I have no logic now. So they're like, oh, well, there was a time where I used to think she was a smart person, but now she's a Trump supporter. So all that goes out the window. Like my fucking personal experience doesn't mean shit to them. They're going to believe what the TV says, what the man inside the little tube says and tells them how to think and how to feel. And instead of their own, like a real person that they know, telling them their experience, their own personal experience, talking to doctors, talking to nurses, talking to lab tests that run the coronavirus lab techs that run the coronavirus test, talking to doctors, you know, knowing that, you know, that they switch out, you know, illnesses for coronavirus, knowing that, you know, having a friend that was a medical journalist that actually did extensive work on the PCR test, knowing that that's not a definitive test. But I guess it doesn't matter because the man inside the TV has more knowledge than me. You know, it actually hurts me. I'm hurt, you know, but at this point now I'm just annoyed and I'm just done with people at this point that just want to be scared. I mean, I don't, for no reason, right? You know, like they're like, oh, I know people that I've seen people, oh, I've had it. You know, how do you know they have pneumonia or they just have a chest infection? Right? I didn't see this video, but my friend was telling me Bedlam Beatty got stabbed and she got a lung infection. But then they tested her with the test that get false positives, and she tested positive, go figure, for COVID-19. But then they put her in a COVID ward, but they didn't treat her for COVID. And then she was like, if it wasn't for my family and my fans, then they would have put me on a ventilator and killed me. Which now, you know, ventilation, intubation. I interviewed David Crow before he passed away, God rest his soul, and he's a researcher on viruses and stuff like that, and he was talking about how he researched the ventilator and situation, and he was talking about like how that people when you get put on a ventilator, they have to sedate you because even if you know that it's for your own good, you're physically gonna fight. Your body's gonna fight getting a tube down your throat because you're not supposed to have a fucking tube down your throat, blowing hard pressure air into your lungs. Because anyway, don't even get me started how fucking stupid the medical industry is and how they're the third leading cause of death and how you know, they don't have any critical thinking. They just follow orders. This is why a lot of people die, by the way, because they're just like, as Dr. Shiva would say, if this, then that, if this, then that, but they can't think outside of that. So, I mean, wow. I mean, you know, if I were in an accident, you know, I guess take me to the hospital because not Babaluka, the medicine woman, and I'll just hope and pray that I have a trauma surgeon that's not addicted to speed and that knows what they're doing. I just pray to God that that's the case. And I have plastic surgeons are the bomb. Like I think like sports surgeons and therapists, they're the bomb. But I think that, when it comes to health and disease prevention, modern allopathic medicine has it all wrong. They're fucking retarded. Okay, I would never, God forbid, even if I had cancer, I would never go to an oncologist. I would go to a naturopath. I would try different types of therapy, anything but the poison cut burn. Okay, that's what I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my rant today. Ticketmaster can suck it. They can suck all of it. They can suck every bit of it. I'm never, I'm not gonna do the shit where like I have to fly to, get an injection to have to fly. I think though there are enough people questioning vaccines from where I started with, my journey at questioning vaccines almost a decade ago to now. I've seen a huge amount of people be more wary and are starting to ask questions. And, this is what they know this too. I think I've said this in other videos, but the World Health Organization had a meeting and they put their meetings up on, social media for other doctors to see. So if you don't know what you're looking for, you wouldn't really find it as somebody that's just like scrolling around and stuff. But they were basically saying that the anti-vaxxers are converting people that are in the middle 500 to 1. So for every one person a pro-vaxxer converts, the anti-vaxxers are converting 500. And it was funny as shit because they're like, what do we do? We don't know what to do. And in their meeting they said that they're even losing faith, that the healthcare industry is losing faith because they're fucking liars. And once you find out, that people find out you lie, they tend not to trust you, but they can't get it. They can't get like how they were so wrong in their arrogance and their blind altruistic psychopathic way, how they were so wrong about it, how they got it all wrong, right? So, and then they started Project Vector to trace the anti-vaxxers. But it's funny because I saw clips from that meeting too, and they were like, yeah, we don't really know what to do because this is like a real true grassroots movement. Like they don't really have any big donors that are donating money. So that's really powerful, you guys. It means the people really do have the power if they put their minds to it. So, and then the same thing, case with Ticketmaster, right? All these people, they were like, hell no. And now they're walking it back. They're walking it back, right? Just like the mainstream media is going to do in a few weeks. It's going to be great, man. All the liberal tears I'm going to harvest, man. I want some of like Don Lemon's tears. I want like Van Jones's tears. I want Rachel Maddow's tears. I want who else? I want to see Chris Wallace cry like a little bitch. I mean, I'm just waiting. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And peace, truth, love. Bye-bye. Mwah.